Hello and welcome to Thursdays with Annette. So glad you're joining me today because we've only got 2 more Thursdays till the end of the year and we're shutting shop. So what am I making today? Well, it's of course in the Christmas theme and it's out of book 6 we're making today, and it is the recipe for the ginger kisses. But we're not doing the ginger kisses, we're just making the gingerbread. Let me put my book over here out of the way, because let me show you what we're going to make. That's what we're doing today. I've got some pre-done gingerbreads in Christmas shapes. I've got gingerbread man, I've got a tree, stars, little cookies, and I played with it today. Seriously, I'm not a good icer, so please bear with me. I don't care, it's fun. Let's do it. All right, so before we start, let's go over the winners from last week's show, which was the bacon, egg, potato salad. Now, Kay Boyd was a winner, same as Shannon Bladen and Libby Connell all won a copy of book 6. And of course, I did promise you mega prizes for the last few shows, so stay tuned because I am giving away lots and lots of gifts for 3 lucky people today. All right, so what do we need for this recipe? Super easy. So we have a dry mix, okay, and that's self-raising flour. Now the spices we're going to use is allspice, nutmeg, cinnamon and ginger, all ground. We're going to put in some golden syrup, some skim milk, some Floralite, an egg white. We've got a bit of bicarb going in, brown sugar. I've got my cooking spray, and then it's just, here we go. I have my little icing ready. Oh my God, we're going to have so much fun playing today. So let's, the oven, yes, 180 degrees, fan forced, ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my glass measure and get the margarine done. So we need 60 grams or 4 tablespoons. And so let's get that melted. I've even got Christmas spoons, cutlery at the moment. I just love Christmas so much. I get a bit excited. Hello. Okay, 60 grams. That's it. And that's done. Let me put that up over there. And I'm going to cling wrap it because I don't want the margarine to splatter everywhere. Thanks for joining me today. If you're just coming in, we're making gingerbread. I know, it's all about Christmas. So I'm going to do this on 60% power for 30 seconds and we'll see how that goes. So while that's happening, let's get our gingerbread mix ready to go. All right, so let me just put my towel down. I can't believe we're nearly at the end of the year. It's crazy. So what we do, first of all, is we need self-raising flour, and this means that they'll puff up a little bit. So if you look here, my little gingerbread man, you don't want them too thin, so that's fabulous. So we want 2 cups. All right, so let's just, and we'll sift it. Where's my 2 cups? Oh, that's all right. So 2 cups of flour and sift it. There we go. And it's really good to sift it because you don't want lumps of flour. If you don't have a proper sifter, use a sieve that, you know, like you drain the metal ones that you drain the pasta with. It will work just as good. Alrighty. Okay, so the flour's in. I'm going to need flour as well because we're going to be doing the rolling out in a minute. We want a teaspoon of bicarb soda and probably a good idea to sift that as well. So a teaspoon of that. Good. And then we need 1/3 cup of brown sugar. So the difference of my gingerbread to a traditional one is that it's normally got a lot of sugar in it and a lot of butter. So mine is just the healthiest way to go. All right, 1/3 cup brown sugar, boom, done. And now let's put the spices in. So we need another teaspoon measure. So I measured up ahead, so we want a tablespoon of the ginger, the ground ginger. So that goes in. Very important for the gingerbread. Then we want 1/4 teaspoon of allspice. We don't want a lot because it's quite strong. Then we want 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. So it's got lots of lovely flavours in this gingerbread. It's quite mild, so the kids will be able to eat it still. And then we want 3/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. So I'll just adjust my spoon. 3/4 teaspoon. And as I said, a tablespoon of the ground ginger. So that's them done. And now what we're going to do is get your spoon, your wooden spoon, and just mix that all together. So this is your dry mix. These are so easy to make, and I reckon over the holidays when the kids finish school soon, why not get them making some gingerbreads and give them as gifts? Now I'm just mixing that up and doing that because I want the brown sugar to come to the top, so we don't want lumps of brown sugar in it. That's looking great. So now we're going to make the wet mix. So I'll put that over here, and we don't need that. So now I'm going to get my marge out. It's all melted, fantastic. Okay, so now let's put in 1/4 cup of golden syrup. You know, really gives the biscuits a really lovely flavour. We only need 1/4 cup. And I put that in first because it will melt a bit in with the hot margarine. Here we go. Let's get my little scraper. All right, so put that in. So everything's going to go into the margarine. So this is your wet mix. And then what you do is we just combine it all together, and then we can start creating magic, as I say, on Thursdays with Annette. Thanks for joining me today. We've only got a couple more shows left, so I'm really glad you're with us. Now, we put in the margarine, the golden syrup. Let's do 1/4 cup of skim milk. Hello, if you're just joining me, we're making gingerbreads. We're having so much fun here today on Thursdays with Annette. And it's so easy to make the gingerbreads. 1/4 cup of skim milk. And then an egg white. We don't need the yolk, so it better not fall in there or I'll be in trouble. There we go. Perfect. Now I've got my little whisk, and what I'm going to do is just combine all that together, and you want to blend it, and especially you want to mix in that egg white. So this is your wet, and that's our dry. Fantastic. I don't think it can be any harder than this. I mean, any easier. And you know what? You can make, with the normal one, the ginger kisses, you make little round biscuits and then you do this beautiful cream cheese filling in between them. But we're not doing that today because it's all about gingerbread. Okay, so in we go. Perfect. Let's scrape that all in. And, you know, this is such a great Christmas idea. And I think everyone loves a gingerbread man maybe, or a Christmas tree, or a star. And all we do then is just mix it together. You will have to get your hands dirty with this one. That's right. So I just mix it as much as I can, because you don't want it to be a real wet mix. Otherwise it's really hard to handle it. And now I'm going in, so you take it all off your spoon and get in. So we're just going to get in and push it all together. Get all that dry mix into it. And then, as I said, our oven's preheated to 180 degrees fan forced, and they only take about 10 minutes to cook, so they're pretty quick. I'm going to just do a couple of cutouts for you because I want to get in and show you how to do the icing. because that's the fun bit. All right, so let me just move this out of the way. And what we need to do now is get a flour surface. You want lots of flour down. Now, if you want, and I haven't done it, but my daughter does it, she uses baking paper and puts it down, puts the mix on, puts the baking paper on top, and then rolls it. I've never done it, so I wasn't going to experiment today. Okay. I've got my soapy sink over there ready for the dishes. And now what you do is just flatten it out. Now, the good thing is that I don't care about how much flour you use because you can brush it off. I'd normally brush it off once it's cooked. All right, so let's get some flour in there and the rolling pin. And I like to make sure I've got plenty of flour underneath so we can lift off our gingerbread men. Thanks for joining me today. This is going to be a fun Christmas recipe, and that's what we're doing with the last shows in December. They're all kind of ideal recipes to have in your repertoire over Christmas. And don't forget, December means lots of prizes. Yes. I know everyone was a bit excited when they saw what I was giving away on Tuesday. So I'll tell you all about that in a little while. So you can see you get a good bit of mix. You don't want it super thick, maybe about that big. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to put a bit more flour on the top. And here we have my little cutters. So I'm going to make some round ones, and I've got my tray here. So let's spray the tray. All right, so that's ready, and I might just put that there for now. And what you do is dip everything into the flour, and I'm just going to cut out a couple of circles, and this is what I'm going to use. Dipping in the flour, move the mixture away, and I'm going to put those on. Now I'll tell you what I'm going to do with them in a minute because I've already done some ahead. So that's that done. Let's do some Christmas trees. Oh, Christmas tree. Okay, Diane says, Annette, stop. And once again, in the mix, try and sort of work it out that you you don't waste the dough, because you'll be able to, like scones, we can push it all together and use all of the mix up. So there's my Christmas trees. What are we going to do next, Diane? I know, gingerbread. Hello. Now I got these. There was 3, because we're going to do stars. I got all this in Coles, like a couple of weeks ago. And they were like a couple of bucks, so I was a bit excited. So now we're going to do gingerbread person. Is that what we have to do? Do you call them gingerbread people? Man, woman, or in the flour? There's my little gingerbread man. And there's my second one. And let's do now the star. They, as I said, 180 degrees fan forced, about 10 minutes. And I tend to do a couple of trays, like so, you know, I sort of put these in, I'll put these in, and then I work on another tray, because, you know, you make a few. So, what have I got left, Diane? Oh, I know. I got these little cookie stamps, and they've got the little gingerbread on it, so in the flour, and you press it in. Oh, hello. Are you going to come off? I think I pressed a little too hard. Okay, let's try Santa. All right. I won't press as hard this time. I know, Diane says you don't know your own strength. Oh, come on. Did I put that in the flour? Yes. There he is. There's my little Santa cookie. And there would be a ginger one, but we aren't going to worry about that. So the round one, gingerbread, tree, and star. And then what you do, because you see you've got quite a bit here, I'm not going to keep going because I want to get into the icing side of it. Hello. So let's put this in a bowl. I'll make them after the show. I've got my little grandkids coming from Sydney this afternoon, so I think they'll be joining me. Now what you can do, and we'll make some. So what you can do now is, if you want, you can brush the flour off, or do it once they're cooked. Now this is 180 degrees fan forced, 10 minutes, and they puff up a bit, so they're a bit fabulous. We don't need any of this anymore. So let's clean up messy Annette, and let's decorate. So hang with me because I need to get my soapy sink water. And I wonder, what decorations do you normally do with your cookies? Do you make Christmas cookies? Now I have got proper Christmas cookies in book 5, if you just want a normal biscuit, but we're talking gingerbread and decorating. So that's the best one to use, is the gingerbread mix. And it's yum, it's really yum. Diane was testing the dough for me and she approved, didn't you, Diane? She sure did. All right, so that will do the cleaning up for now. And let's get our cookies. So these are the ones that I've pre-done. Okay, so obviously they need to cool. They're cooked and cooled. These are the ones I've already done. I'll make it a mess here. They're the ones I've already done. So I'm going to try and replicate them and show you. But what I've got here is my little tray of decorative equipment. So let's move this over. Look, you don't have to have any of this. You could just ice them. I find the biscuits on their own are not super sweet. So you could just put icing on the top, stick some sprinkles on it, and away you go. I think it wouldn't matter, but let's have some fun. Alrighty, so I've got my icing bags here. Now what you do here is I made icing, sugar and water. That's all, till hopefully it's the right consistency. I'm not sure. And then I used the zip bag, put it into a cup like that, put the icing in, and then I got a flat metal thing, took the air out, and then I pushed it so I got it to the edge. Or you could just squeeze it down. But that's what I use, because you could use icing bags if you want. I'm just like to free fall it and make it as easy as possible. I've got Smarties here. I've got different Christmas things. Oh, and I got this great little kit from Coles the other day, and it's reindeer. I know. Let me show you. We'll start with the reindeer one first. So you get a round biscuit. Right, you get a round biscuit. Can you see that?
Yeah, show that one that you got there.
I've got one here. I know, isn't it fabulous? So that's what I'm hoping to make in front of you. And what you get is you get this kit. So you get the bow, the eyes, the antlers and the nose. I know it was $4 in Coles. So I'm going to use just white icing, and what's that there? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just chop off a little tiny corner. Be very, like don't go, just take a little bit off and go carefully. If it's not enough, then cut it again. So what I'm going to do first is shall we do the antlers? Yes. All right, so I'm just going to put some icing onto the antler and stick it on. I'm sorry, is this a bit fabulous? I think this is so fun. Let's do the other one. They've made it easy for me at Coles, thank you. As I said, a little bit of icing. And I used the scone cutter, remember? That was those round ones. You could make them a little bit smaller. So there's the antlers. Now we're going to do the eyes. So once again, a little bit of icing. And let's put his little eye there. Where's the other one? Here. Two more. See, they've got it all there for you. But you know what they also said? My daughter was telling me that if you do a gingerbread, say you don't have this kit, but hello, I got it in Coles last week. If you don't have it, they say that a gingerbread upside down is a reindeer. So you could do it that way, apparently. All right, so what have we done? Reindeer's eyes. Let's do his little nose. See if I can put that there. Oh, he's just so cute. Oh, the kids will love this. And then, I'm sorry, we do have a red bow. That's right. How amazing. And so just a little bit of icing. Put his little bow on. Oh, bless. And there's my reindeers. There we go. Hello. How good is that? So we've got two of them though. Let's put them on the plate. So reindeer's done. This is a really odd conversation, isn't it? Now let's do the gingerbread. I might just do one gingerbread. And what I'm going to do with the gingerbread is I'm going to use the white icing again. Let's move Mr. Reindeer out of the way. And all right, so we're going to make the gingerbread. And what I'm going to do is, let's make it easy. We're going to just do two eyes. Oh, and what I like is if you need to cut the icing off, just use a sharp knife, because sometimes it'll stick. So there's his eyes. Do we want to smile? Yes, we want to smile. Come on, out you come. See how my knife's helping me just finish it off? Oh, he looks very happy. Now we're going to just decorate, and I always like to just do a couple of lines on his little arms. I bless the gingerbread man, person. Then same on his little legs. Whoop. So look, I am no decorating queen here, I've got to tell you. So if I'm doing this and you're impressed, well then you need to give it a go, because I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, so now we do the buttons. So we're going to just, oh, here we go. I've got Christmas button, Smarties, M&Ms, Christmas ones. So just put a little bit of the icing on there. You could use any coloured Smarties or anything like that if you want. I'm just going with the Christmas theme today. Oh my God, isn't this fun? Oh girl, love it. Oh my clever little girl. Now, what I'm going to do is show you, you can also buy pre-done icing. If you're going, I can't do any of that, Annette, you can buy these queens in the supermarket as well. And I'm going to just do a little row of red in between. I've got red icing, but I'm going to just show you what it's like using this. So, in the middle of the two white bits. Yep. Not too hard, is it? So you can buy this already up and made and just squeeze it out. Now if you want to be super smart and clever, let's do a little blue bob on his eye. There we go. Yep. Get on there. Just turn it. There he goes. And we are done. Hello, Mr. Fabulous Gingerbread Man. What do you think? Thumbs up? All right, so there's our gingerbread. Let's do a star. So now what I'm going to do once again is I'm going to use the white, but I will go into the different colours in a minute. And what you do is just go round the star. Oh, look at that. It popped open. Let's not use the white one. Let's use the red. Oh, I've got to cut it. I was squeezing too hard, I think. So let's get rid of that. And we're just going to go around with the red. Just go around the points. Oh, come on. See, I told you I don't know what I'm doing. Just take it off if it doesn't work and just redo it. And I'll just show you a little trick with it. Now I'm going to turn it around. Oops, as you can see, I'm an amateur, but that's okay. It's all about the fun, isn't it? And if you're doing it with kids, they don't want to feel like they've got to do it fabulous. There's my oven. Okay, so then I've done the icing around there. Let's just check the cookies. Thank you. Oh, yep, they're done. Look at that. There they are, ready to go. Now we'll cool them. I'll put them over here. Yeah, I'll put them over here. And my little grandkids can help me do them later. But now what I want to show you is I've got some green, because you can buy lots of different decoration stuff. And I've got some green little sparkly bits. And I'm just going to stick my star in it. So just go round. So none of this is hard, look at that. Oh, that's a bit fabulous, isn't it? Let me show you. Now, let's put a bit of red around the middle. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Fill it up. There we go. And in Coles, I bought these other little things. I know, I'm just loving Coles today. And they've got little gingerbread man and little Santas. So I'm going to stick a little Santa in the middle. Boom! So there is a very fabulous one. Now, last one I want to do is the tree. So let's get some green this time. Remember, just cut a little bit off. Take my little peg off, and good luck. Here we go. Let's go around the edge of the tree. Come on, do it properly for me so I'm impress everybody. Just go around the shape. I mean, the thing is, they'll be in the kids' mouths in 2 minutes, so you don't have to worry too much. All right, so now I've done that. Let's get the red and just go along and do like the little decoration. Tinsel, thank you. And yes, we need silver balls. So, silver balls, let's put them on each of the little things. I'm sorry, but I'm a bit impressed with myself right now. Little gingerbread a la Christmas. There we go. So, there's my tree. And the other thing is that I did, just to show you, I don't have to do it now, is the little tiny biscuits that I did with the stamp, I filled it with icing and then I rolled it in hundreds and thousands, so there's a double biscuit. And on the other one I did a stamp and I just put like a wreath and I just put red icing and red coloured hundreds and thousands. So the last one I want to do is let's do one more star where it's super easy. If you don't want to be bothered doing all the rest, all you do is put a blob. Is there a technical word for blob? On each point. Yeah?
Anya's very impressed.
And one in the middle. Hi, Anya. Shall we put another Santa in? Yes. Let's put a Santa in the middle and we need another ball. Little stars. You could even, cut a lot of the stars out, different sizes and make a star tree. There we go. See, that was really easy, that one. So, how fabulous and fun is this? So there is my very amateur but fabulous cookies. I hope you give it a go, and if you do, please, can you put your photos up so I can see how you've done it? All right, so now let me just wash my hands. We're done with all that. So if you want to win, hello? Oh yes, it's all about winning super prizes. All you have to do is like, share, and in the comments, you know what you've got to do on a Thursday. Hashtag Symply with a Y. Number 2, Simply Too Good. 3 people, that's right, 3 people are going to win. Book 6, hello? Where are you? Book 6? 1995, thank you very much. Oh, but there's more. You're going to get an 8-week weight loss journal, because we're probably going to need it after Christmas. You're going to also get, hello, you're in the kitchen with me, you need your own Live, Love, Cook apron. So you're getting an apron as well. And because they're so fabulous, I have one every day, is a box of shakes. You can pick what flavour you want, and your own shaker. Now, all that is worth $90. So you can win it. Hashtag simplytoogood.com.au, and you'll be in the draw. So next week, our last show for Tuesday. Now, I couldn't remember on Tuesday what we were cooking, because me and Diane were flying solo, and it's actually the garlic prawns with spinach. Now, I picked this one, it's out of book 7, because it's really good to have the ingredients in your fridge over Christmas, because who doesn't love a feed of prawns over the summer, over the holidays? It's so quick and easy to make. Everyone will love it. So I'm making that on Tuesday, so you can get the recipe from the website, simplytoogood.com.au, download it, buy the ingredients, and let's make it for our last show next week. And then on Thursday, my very last show for 2020, what a year it's been, people, I'm making Christmas cake. Have to finish with the best Christmas cake you'll ever make or eat. So you can join me on Thursday with that. Now, just remember, prizes up in the ante next week. You thought that was good this week? Stay tuned, because I'm taking it up to the next level for prizes for the last 2 shows. Now remember, you can get your book signed by me. Yes, if you order on my website, you will get a signed copy of the books from me till the 31st of December. A lot of people are doing it for Christmas presents, which I think is fabulous. Near Flam, we've still got the deal where you can get the half-price glass lids with the wok and the fry pan set, and with the knives, of course, you get that $20 free sharpener. So I think we're done. You know, just remember, next week, lots of prizes. It's going to be fabulous. And it's all about simplytoogood.com.au. I mean, hello, who knew weight loss could be so deliciously healthy, and it's all about Christmas. Thanks for joining me. I think I'm going to eat my reindeer. Bye.